Welcome to another edition of the Insider Mailbag. I'm Jared Johnson, and first off, of course, I want to say Merry Christmas, as this is airing on Christmas Day. Happy holidays to everyone out there. I hope everyone gets what they wanted for Christmas, what they asked Santa for Christmas, and hopefully, I know it's complicated nowadays with COVID, but I hope you're getting to spend time with your loved ones, some really quality time, and having a great time. But we do have some questions this week. There still is a lot of Texas Tech stuff going on, so I thought I'd go ahead and do a holiday Christmas Day edition of the Insider Mailbag. So let's dive into those questions. The first one is a Christmas question. It comes from Cobjones, who wants to know, what's the best Christmas gift I've ever received and the best given? Well, I wasn't sure. You feel like you give good gifts, but you wonder what people are like. Oh man, what is this? I'm taking this back. So I asked my wife. I say, what's the best gift I've ever given you? And she mentioned some jewelry. Gave her a diamond heart necklace deal at one point. But she mentioned then she fired back. I took her with me to New York when Tech played Duke around Christmas time, and we had kind of a pre-Christmas time, just her and I in New York. It was funny because there was the early signing period that I had to work on, and then I got to cover Tech versus Duke at Madison Square Garden. Man, that's a bucket list thing. So I can say Texas Tech, Coach Beard gave me one of my best gifts I've ever had on Christmas Day. But getting to do that, that was just being at a game, period. Any basketball game at Madison Square Garden was a bucket list thing for me. But to see Texas Tech take on Duke, especially that Texas Tech team, and really that Duke team, that was really special. So, but getting to do all the things. I took her to Tiffany's, went to a bunch of the famous restaurants, did all the Christmas stuff, the Rockefeller Center, all that stuff. It was, went and saw the Rockettes, the surprise with that. Did the boat around, went to go and saw Statue of Liberty, all that, and it was as cool as advertised. It was amazing. We really had a blast, like one of the best times of our life. So I'm glad that, we were able to do that, and that she enjoyed it. New York Christmas time is tough to beat. So, and then as a kid, for some of the gifts that I really enjoy, I got this really awesome mountain bike when I was, like 10 or something. And your bikes are like your car when you're a kid. At least it was for us growing up. And man, I rode the heck out of that. Somebody stole it out of my backyard, which I should have put in the garage, but I didn't. I just jumped off it on the roll. It was in the backyard and fenced in and everything, but somebody took it, so that's disappointing. But and then I got a Sega Genesis right when it came out too. That was really cool. So for all you video game nerds like me out there, when I was a kid, getting the Sega Genesis was cool. It felt science fiction because Sega was new, then the Genesis was new, and all my friends in the neighborhood were jealous and wanted to come play. So that would be my answer for all those questions. Easy DZ Fours asks, what's my feeling on Bowman? Should he stay or should he go? Or is he staying or is he going? I don't know at this point, because this time last year, there was a lot of rumors out there from people who would know and should know that he was leaving, but then he didn't. He stayed, and then let's say shortly after the Kansas game, he made it very clear that he was transferring, but he hasn't announced it yet. And I've heard he's waiting for this or he's waiting for that, and all this stuff. So I'm at a point now where I don't want to be the boy crying wolf. I'll believe it when I see it. So you're putting a gun, hypothetically putting a gun in my head saying if I think he'll stay or if he'll go, I think he'll go. But I'm not confident with anything with Alan Bowman anymore. All right, jlukeraid wants to know, would I rather spend Christmas Day with Coach Wells or Athletic Director Kirby Hocutt, and why? That's an easy one for me. Coach Wells. I like Coach Wells. I think he's a likable dude. I think he tries hard to do the right thing, to be respectful of people and show them respect and everything. And he's one of those guys who kind of reminds you of who always has the dad joke ready, So I think it would be a happy-go-lucky, fun time. He strikes me as a guy who'd be generous. I think he would give out nice presents, or he'd be a guy who would have nice bourbon there sitting for you if you wanted that kind of thing. Probably have a nice spread there. Kirby Hocutt, I don't know. He just seems, especially after that last press conference, a little too serious. Seems like everyone's so serious nowadays. I would rather be with the goofball kind of guy, have some laughs. There might be an element of like, you don't know what might happen with Coach Wells, which most of my friends are like that. So for me, it'd be easy, Coach Wells. Cajun Raider has a really good question. He asked if I could think of a better Christmas gift for my family than my uncle getting better. And for those who don't know, my Uncle Johnny, my mom's little brother, did get COVID and had to go to the hospital. He had COPD. He had some. He already had some health concerns, so we were very nervous. And he quickly slipped into. He was in critical condition. He wasn't getting oxygen. He was turning gray. He ended up coming down with pneumonia, sepsis. It was really ugly there. Seemed like a bang bang kind of thing. He couldn't talk, couldn't sit up, couldn't walk, any of that. And then they wouldn't let any family go with him, of course, because that's how it is with COVID, And so my mom was going crazy. His wife was going crazy. It was just a really terrible situation. But he responded to some steroid shots, or some steroids, and he got better. He's still fighting it as I talk about this. I mean, it's this COVID thing apparently is, and I don't know, but just what people told me who've had bad symptoms is kind of up and down. Where he got really bad where he had to go to the hospital on the 10th day. And they say the 10th or 11th day those are the days. And then, like I said, he got better. He responded to the steroids, but then he's still struggling to breathe. So I mean, obviously that's not good. But they got really to the point where we were having some serious conversations as a family, which is always scary. But he's as I mentioned on the board, he's a fighter. He's an old rodeo cowboy from Abilene, so it's hard to keep those guys down. So it is the best Christmas gift we could have asked for, and we really appreciate all the thoughts and prayers from all the people out there on the board. And so many family members in their churches say prayers, and it's humbling and it's inspiring, and it is what Christmas is all about, in my opinion. The community and the giving and having each other's back, so to speak, and it's really great. It's really special. archiTTech wants to know, he goes, how will we fix the college football playoff, or do we like it as is? No, I don't like it as is. There's no drama to it. It's the same like 6 teams basically for 4 spots every year. I would like there to be a 16-team playoff. That would make things interesting. There would be some serious drama there. Now, maybe the same 6 schools would still win for the most part, but I think every once in a while you'd have a Cinderella run, and that would make it exciting. That would change things. Now, I don't know if probably the good old boys will never let that happen, or at least won't let that happen anytime soon, because they're still making money hand over fist. So I don't know if it's going to change, but I would like a 16-team playoff. And how you organize that, I mean, obviously the conference winners, and then you go for some at-large bids and all, all of that would be really exciting. I think they will probably, if this were to happen, they'd probably go to 18 first, but 16-team would be amazing. That would be so much fun. And I don't want to hear about the school these guys got to go to class. I mean, that's not a consideration for all these people. It's whatever, the power grab, the money grab, that's what it's all about. So they need to make it to where that would be the most lucrative situation. And I mean, maybe I'm missing the picture here, but I can see that happen. I think they can make a lot of money off that. So you can organize it through the bowl system. I don't know. It seems like a no-brainer to me. It seems like it would be amazing for at least the fans, right? And I think the teams, and college football in general. I think it could revitalize college football. So that's just my opinion on it. All right, All the Smoke has the final question here. It's what, in my opinion, is the most quotable Christmas movie? Woo, that's a tough one. I'm going to say old school would be A Christmas Story. Fragile and you'll shoot your eye out and all that. That's a pretty easy choice. But then the kind of in between old school and more the new school would be Christmas Vacation. I mean, just Cousin Eddie alone, I mean, Clark, that's a gift that keeps on giving the whole year. And Are You Serious, Clark? And then even Clark himself, 'tis the season to be merry, and his whole rant. You just go on and on. There's a lot of that's my favorite Christmas movie, is Christmas Vacation. So, but then you have Elf. My family and I, we use some of the quotes from that movie like year round. Like, for example, if somebody's being a little too stalkerish, a little too clingy in the family, but call you in 5 minutes. Yeah, we say that. So there's a lot of quotes from that movie as well. And I'm sure I'm missing some other movies that people could throw out there on the board, but those are the three for me. If I had to pick one, it would be Christmas Vacation. So that'll do it for me. Once again, I want to wish Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday to all Red Raiders and just anyone watching this, and of course, subscribers on Inside the Red Raiders. Thank you for watching, and until next time.